and he was told by the Lord to pick up your family and take off and go. And where did he go? Into what we call the land of Israel today, the Jordan River. Now, he was not an Israelite. He was a Hebrew. Not an Israelite, a Hebrew. And from there on, we can follow until we meet a fellow called Nimrod. And Nimrod was the one that built the juggernauts. And the Lord said, if they continue doing that, they will be where we are. So let's confuse them. And what happened? So when people start talking to each other, they couldn't understand each other. And this is the first time we've had what we call ethnic groups. Prior to that, it was one. That's the Old Testament. Now I'm going to jump into the New Testament. And the Old Testament was to capture territory out here. The New Testament came around in order to finish the job. And to finish the job was to, or is to, because this is what we're doing now, is to build a whole new nation. And it can be built only when a mentality resides in that pause. And that pause, if you came up here, you would see that what the physicists tell us, I can be in one place only at a time. Is that true when you were up here, Gucci? You were in many places at once, because every image in there is you. No one else. And whoever came up here. See the difference? Our thinking has to start changing. We got to make a complete 180-degree turn. Because it is in that place, once we get there, where we can produce or create whatever we wish. Yeah. But the first thing that we must do is gain our health. Not to get old, to stay young. Now let's get back to the Old Testament again. And in Genesis 6:3, the Lord said, and I will take the spirit away from man, and he shall live no more than 120 years. No spirit. Let's finish what the Lord said. because he is also flesh. And what does that mean? We're the flesh. We are living with the flesh only. And the only place we can have life is in the blood. In the blood. But when the Spirit was taken away from man, it wasn't taken away from the blood. It was taken away from the tree of life. And the tree of life is a spinal column, not the blood. The spinal column. And this is why when we take x-rays of the spinal column, we see how deteriorated it gets after about 25, 30 years.